So you'd like to play the fretless bass? You've come to the right place. Follow me.
Hello everybody, it's Tony Franklin here. So yeah, that's how I started off my 1990 fretless bass instructional course that was released through Power Rock, that was Carmine Appice's company at that time. Dressed as the Mad Hatter. I was really into Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter at that time. I just wanted to interject fun and personality into what I considered a very dry and technical format. It was released on VHS, so I mean things were a lot more simple and primitive back then, especially compared with today's digital editing techniques. But this video is a unique time capsule of me at that time. We shot it in December of 1990. Carmine's appearing in the video. We were still both in Blue Murder at that point. We were recording the second album, Nothing But Trouble, which actually wasn't released until 1993, and Carmine and myself were no longer part of the band at that point. It's a whole other story. But the chemistry and the vibe between us is so powerful and apparent. We'd been on the road for a good year. We're touring with Blue Murder, and a lot of the pieces that I play in this are taken from the bass solo pieces that I played live with Blue Murder. Carmine and I are so in tune with each other. I mean, we always were from day one. It was just always instant and easy. And there's a lot of jamming in this, which is fantastic. There's a lot of jamming, freeform stuff. We didn't rehearse for this. We didn't need to. We went in there and I was basically calling on the fly. I'd rehearsed some of the pieces I was going to do, but we were so in the zone. It was fantastic. And so you could get a glimpse of that, and some long extended jams and fun stuff in there. And of course, I'm using my trusted JD bass, which I'd had on the road with me, with the Firm and Blue Murder. All of Blue Murder was recorded on this, and all the live shows were on this too. I go into detail with the bass and also the bass rig as well. I'm using the same bass rig that I had on the road with me with the Firm and with Blue Murder. Much expanded rig with Blue Murder, but it's the same one. And there's close-ups of the head I was using, a PV Max. I had two of those plus two 800-watt power amps on stage with me with Blue Murder. It was a massive rig. But anyway, you can see there are pictures, postcards on the amp of the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz, who was a big inspiration to me. I loved Ray Bolger as the Scarecrow, and I think I built my stage persona largely upon him. I had a badge, a pin with the Scarecrow on it, and he just resonated with me. And the other character is a gurner. What is gurner? What's a gurner? Well, gurning is I don't know if it still is, but it was always a very great pastime in the UK. Yeah, you could become the village hero. They'd have contests for gurning, and it became part of our culture. I mean, I was doing it all the time, and then it became one of the things that the whole crew, the whole band, and I still do to this time. That's just me. It's always been part of me, but back then it was so pervasive. And so all of this is in that video, and then there's my foot pedals that I use, and those foot pedals went back to the firm, used those on Cadillac and the chorus and everything, and oh, it's such a great snapshot. Why am I so excited about this? You'll probably find it on YouTube, but the thing is, it's a lengthy course with a very long file to be uploaded, so the quality is bad. I have 120 copies of this that were transferred from the original VHS, and they were made available, I think released in 2007. It did well, and there are now only 120 copies left, so I'm making them available and personalize and sign them. Yes, you can find it on YouTube, but the quality isn't going to be the same. You're not going to have the DVD, and you won't have my signature. So this is the real deal. So that's the little sales pitch there. But aside from that, oh, some of the jamming. Let's check some of this jamming out. Yes. I interject a lot of humor throughout it.
Oh, very nice.
Who's that? But the one thing that is, cringeworthy to me is the way that I talk.
Come on now, every mark. You can get them with the frets which have been ground down, which works, and you'll probably find that easier to start with. But I really recommend you go for the 3/5, etc. one, because once you get past the hurdle of playing without the frets, then you get a lot more freedom. It becomes an instrument in its own, rather than being a D-fretted bass, which is what we're trying to get here.
And I'd forgotten. It's like I still had my British accent, and I'm from a town called Derby in the East Midlands, but I'd lived all around and picked up different things since then, and so my voice is so different now. Yes, I've lived in the States for 30 years. It's bound to change, but the one big thing that did change is I've done a lot of vocal coaching and voice training so that I use my voice properly. Back then, and there's too many That's a big no-no when you're doing broadcast stuff. It's better to have a silence than or right? It's a silence will keep you hanging for a little bit longer. It's all over this video. I could do probably about 5 minutes of it's a lot of fun and a unique snapshot, time capsule of all that was me and Carmine. We're on fire. I invite you to check it out and have a hand-signed, very limited, unique time capsule of me. Yes, this has been available. It's been on the market, but none of them were signed by me. So anyway, you get the idea. Enjoy some more jamming. Go to fretlessmonster.com/store to order your personalized copy. You'll enjoy it.